My name is Brock Zevan, for those that don't know, and for those in the Facebook world, thank you so much for joining our group. I'm a life coach, business coach, real estate coach, and as always, my most important job, I'm a dad. So I love my kids. I just love opportunities to be able to help other people grow and to take their, I really appreciated Wendy's post that she put out there that it's exciting not only for her, but good morning, Karen. But when I get to coach and help people transform their life and to be able to live a life that they never thought they could live, and I get to be a part of that, it's an amazing feeling because I was so greedy and selfish for most of my life that I always was looking to take something from other people. And to be able to now give it to other people, it really is an amazing feeling. And so hopefully today we are able to do that for you. I'm able to do that for you, to inspire you, to motivate you. And today's topic was one that as I was looking at it, I wanted to be able to share with you something in your life that maybe is not working. That literally the topic today, where I want to get the exact topic. What did I make the exact topic today? Hold on a second. I want to read my topic that I shared this morning, because it talks about what do you do with what you do that is not working. And so you might be like, what in the world are you trying to say, Brock? And basically what I'm trying to get at is sometimes in my life, what I think I got going on and things are going really well, boom, freaking life hits me in the face. I get a freaking 2x4 in the face, and it's just not exactly what I thought it was going to be. My vision is completely ruined. Something out of left field comes into it and knocks me completely down. And I'm like, what the hell just happened right there? Like, how did this take place? I didn't expect to be here. I really thought this was going to not happen. And part of my personal life of dealing with my separation and divorce, that took place to me recently, as well as some of the things that I thought were taking place in my business. I thought I had a couple of deals take place, and boom, something happened and the deal fell apart. And that money that I thought was going to be there is not there, but I still have bills. I still have life taking place. And so when people say, and Greg brought it up last week, and was in Michigan last week, and the question seems to be, what do you do when things don't go the way you want? What do you do when frickin' life hits you in the face? How do you handle it, Brock? What goes on in your life? Because there's some situations that are taking place in my life right now that I have zero control over, but I still have to show up. I still have to make it happen somehow, some way. I was on the prayer call the other day, and I was talking to them, and I was talking to the people on the call, and I said, listen, I just want you to know that I'm going to have to take a pause because my son and my daughter are going to be dropped off, but I have to still do the prayer call. Yet I still have to deal with them, not deal. I still have to talk to them and making sure that they're okay for drop off. And what I said yesterday resonated because I had several people text me and they're like, Brock, thank you so much for sharing that. And so I want to share it with you today. So what do I do with what I do when it doesn't work? Here it is. My why is greater than my excuses. Okay? There's nothing more to that. I just do it. The Art Williams YouTube video, just do it, go to it. Because I was able to do the prayer call. I was able to do my kids. I was able to do my regular life. I dropped off. I just do it. Because my why of my kids is very important. So I go see them really quickly. I don't have to spend 20 minutes with them, but I got to see them for a couple of seconds. We made smiles on our faces. We moved on our day. I still did the prayer call. I was able to finish the prayer call. I went to my motivation call. And guess what? I'm alive today. But my why inside of me is far greater than anything else that I possibly have. I had a great, I went and had wings last night with Mike and Taylor and Mike's wife, Lee. And we were having a really good conversation. and they were asking me questions about different things in my life and what I'm doing. And just really, it's just great people to have conversations with. I really, really enjoyed his family. And it's, you have to be around. We talked about environment yesterday, right? We talked about what that looks like. And I was having a challenging day. And I can't cry and complain because what I'm doing might not be working, but I still have to show up. I was telling him yesterday, I said, I just need to get out of the house. I had to do something. I typically work 12 to 13 hours a day right now, 6 days a week. That's not, whoa, rock, blah, blah. Like, no, that's the season I'm in. Okay. All right. 2 weeks ago, I was in a vacation season. I wasn't working that long. But my mindset tells me when you're in a growing season, you're just not going to be able to work 4 hours. People don't say, well, Brock, how did you make that much money? How did you get to that point? How did you become a coach? How did you travel across the country? Well, I just, I don't know. I just worked a couple hours a day and it just came to me. Like that doesn't happen. Okay. Anybody who has that happen to you, you were the person in Illinois who won that $642 million lottery. Okay. Something tells me if I actually looked at that person's lifestyle to see what they are. I don't know anything about them, but typically people who win the lottery, just like majority of athletes, 70% of them are bankrupt in about 3 years. Why? Because their behaviors and their habits didn't change because their spending money is pretty much normal. But the point I'm trying to get at, when you're facing a challenge in life and things aren't going the way you want them to go, and what you're doing with what you have is not working, I need you to start reflecting on your habits and your behaviors. I need you to go to Art Williams and put in the Just Do It speech. And there's one for 2 minutes and 42 seconds. And there's one for 5 minutes and I think 36 seconds. And depending on where I am in my life and how much time I have, I listen to one of those too. Because when life gets hard, I just do it. There's nothing else to do except just do it. And when people say, what is it you do? I don't know. I just get up. I do what I'm supposed to do. I keep a disciplined life. I still do my push-ups. I do my sit-ups. I do my readings. I do my walks. I read my 10 pages. I just do it. I get here. I get in front of the computer. I do my prayer call at 7:30. I'm on this call at 8:15. I drop her off. I just do it. And somehow, some way, I get through the day, just like you all get through your day. But I look at the end of the day and I say, man, did I give it everything I got? Did I do everything I possibly could do today? And if I could say yes, but maybe I missed a couple things. That's all I can ask for. And I'd be like, you know what? I'm going to be better tomorrow. I don't know what that looks like, but I'm going to be better tomorrow. Maybe I'm going to be a little bit more scripted and tighter in my schedule. And some people are like, Brock, I don't know how much tighter you can be. You can always improve. You can improve 1% every single day. And so for those of you on this call today, I encourage you. We talked about habits earlier. We talked about environment. And today is just do it. Whatever that might be, you just do it. For those that text me, that's just doing it. Brock, I just need a little help. I need a little inspiration. What do you think about this? Brock, I want to have a coffee meeting with you. Brock, I like to do that. Yeah, just do it. I get a meeting today with the board members for this foundation for Hope at the Lake. I was part of them a month ago. This past week, they invited me to lunch and I got the president of the board now wanting to have a conversation with me. And people might say, well, Brock, how did you get into that? You must be really, I don't know. I went to this meeting. I had conversations with people. They liked what I said. And next thing I know, I'm at the point having lunch with them. I just did it. I don't know what that is some days. I just have conversations. I start talking to people, but I have a positive attitude because the attitude is the only thing you can control sometimes during your day. I can control whether or not I'm going to have a piss poor attitude or I'm going to have a good attitude because I love it when people say to me, man, I had no idea you had all that going on. That's great because the people inside my inner circle, they probably know, but I don't need to air out my dirty laundry every single day. Why? Because then you become a downer. I don't want to talk to him. Hell, he's got a lot of problems. I don't want, geez, all he talks about is his problems, right? So it's 8:27. I hope you were able to get something out of that. I hope you were able to take a look at maybe some of the challenges you're facing today and you look at it from a different perspective, a different mindset, a different lenses for what you have. And go to Art Williams, listen to that Just Do It speech. Text me, let me know what you got going on, because I get inspired by your stories just as much. When you coach this stuff and you mentor this stuff and you work with people, it's great to be able to hear engagement. So if you like what I said, make a comment. You like what I said, put a heart. You like what I said, if it inspired you, let me know. Let other people know. Because when people see other comments, they're like, oh my goodness, maybe I need to listen to this. Oh my gosh, wow, that was really good. My job is to when I do this is to engage a trigger inside of your head, a trigger inside of your mind to be able to be like, hey, I got this. I might not have the roadmap figured out, but we got this somehow, some way. So with that being said, it is a Wednesday. I'm going to open it up to anybody that's got a question for me, a challenge for me, that anybody's got something they like me to role play, anybody that has something that they like to be able to put out there. So share with me anything that you got going on there. Facebook world, make a comment. Let me know what you got. So open up the lines. Zoom world, you get your voice. So let me know. Hold on, I got too many people talking at once. I just gotta filter through this here to make sure I can hear everybody. And that was my joke for the morning. I know, it's a pretty good one. Anybody got anything for me? Anybody in Facebook got something? I'm sure you guys just don't like listening to me all the time.
Hi, Brock. How are you?
Good, Claudia. How are you?
I'm doing well. I just finished my coffee and I'm listening to you guys. I was on the prayer call as well.
Yep.
But I have to jump into this one. So I just want to say that it's very like a touching when somebody else, you see somebody else that you think everything is figured out and their life is completely fixed. And all of a sudden, you know that that person is a human being, and also, I mean, can expose himself in a way that we can take it as a learning process. We're taking a lot of, different venues in our lives, and definitely, I mean, it's for a reason. Sometimes we have the attitude to be receptive, and other times it's more like sharing. And I really appreciate that you put that vulnerability in front of us, because that's part of our growth. And that means hope for people who we think what we're passing through is the worst thing that is happening right now. So thank you. I mean, I hope we can continue, building up a relationship, on these groups and everything that we're trying to do, to make every day like a different world for us first, and then for the people that is around us. I mean, absolutely. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you, Claudia, for sharing. Because here's the thing, guys, as well, when I share this with you, that it took me a while to become vulnerable. Like, vulnerability is not an easy thing, because you're well, at least I was embarrassed. I speak only of myself. Like, you're embarrassed, when you're dealing with alcoholism, when you're dealing with, major amounts of debt, it's just like, people are like, what's wrong with you? Like, how do you, like, what's your problem, man? Like, why are you doing that? And so it takes a while to build up that confidence, just like it takes a while to freaking just jump into things and attack the day. Like, it doesn't happen all the time. But one of the things I'll end with this is how and we talked about it. I talked about it yesterday with another individual. You build small wins. And the small win could be just getting up at your first alarm clock and not hitting the snooze button. That's a win. It's a small win, but it's building small wins throughout the morning of things you control. It's getting up right away and instead of hitting the snooze button. It's being like, you know what? I did my 10-minute walk today that I was going to do. I read my 5 pages that I was going to do today. Damn, I just got 3 wins right there. I'm ahead of the game. I'm not running late. I have my coffee mug out. Right. I'm actually on time for work. I'm 5 minutes early. Win, 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 win. And you start adding up these small wins, and the rest of your day starts to take on a different shape. And you're not running ragged. You're not trying to catch up. One of the things I was talking about the other day was a topic that I was going to use, whether being reactive or proactive. And when you feel ahead of the game, you become proactive throughout your day and throughout your life. And it makes a difference when you're doing your day. So thank you very much, Claudia. Thank you for those that are on here this morning and shared. And feel free for those that watch the recording to put in any questions and tell me your comments, whether you like it, didn't like it, think I'm crazy, anything like that. I definitely appreciate. So Facebook world, as always, good morning. Have a great day. Thank you for being on here. Zoom world, we will keep going with our team call here. So Facebook, have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for being on here.